Hey YouTubers, this is me Wes and this is AmpFit episode 4, and in this episode it's all about moving, getting your heart rate up, and just, sweating it. So I'm going to go through some different exercises, some different dance moves just to get your heart rate going. You can do a lot of these on one leg, you can do them on 2 legs, you can do them if you don't have an arm. I'm just going to be going through different moves. So I'm going to kind of go through them and kind of name them afterwards. So I'm just going to have a little bit of fun here. So let's start. This one is called the arm swing. Boom, 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 yeah. Alright, so the next exercise is where you're going to reach down to one side, you're going to reach up, you're going to reach down to the other side, reach up, reach down to the one side, and you're going to continue that process. We're going to get our heart rate up. So let's go. Up, down, 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 up, down. Da-da. Yeah. Alright, so this third exercise, by the way, when you're doing these, I would suggest doing what I'm doing for a little bit longer than what I'm doing. So try to go for like twice as long. Maybe go through with me during the video, and then go through the video one more time. That's what I would suggest. Alright, so the next exercise is just about kind of loosening up your body and getting yourself kind of stretched out, but also getting your heart rate up. So you're just going to kind of swing your torso as much as you can, side to side. Not too fast and hard, but just enough that you can feel the stretch, but that you're also moving. Because any kind of movement that you're doing is going to start to get your heart rate up, and you're going to start to burn calories. And that's something we haven't done much of yet, getting our heart rate up. Alright? So that one, like I said, you're just kind of twisting your torso, which is this part, and getting your heart rate up. So this next exercise, if you have 2 legs, it should be easy for you. If you have 1 leg, well, hopefully you have a prosthesis, because I don't know if you'll be able to do this without it, because you kind of have to lift your good leg up. So I'm going to hold on to a wall, and I'm just going to start doing kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, some of you may be wondering, I am wearing a different leg. I'm wearing my running leg. It's just because I felt like I'd go for a change, but in all these exercises, you're not going to need a leg like mine to do them, so don't worry. Alright, the next exercise is a squat. I'm sure you've heard of a squat before. It's where you go down and back up. Well, when you're doing it with 1 leg or with the prosthesis on, it's a little bit harder. I'd suggest when you start to use a chair where you kind of squat down and you use like the sides of a chair, like of an armchair or something, in order to help you slowly go down and back up. When I do these squats, I'm going to do them without a leg. So, let's go. Alright, I'm going to put my hands against this wall to balance myself to start, and I'm going to start doing my squats. Now the proper technique for doing squats is to make sure you're keeping your back straight and you're bending your leg kind of like you're sitting down, but not that you're going like this, because then you're going to hurt your back, because you don't want to lean forward and go back up. You want to go straight down. I'll show you from the side. Alright, so I suggest doing the squats once through, taking a quick break, and doing them again. When you get to the end of this video, it'd be awesome if you just turn on some music and you just start dancing. If you don't want anyone around, that's cool. But just start dancing, get your body moving. This should start to get you ready to get in the mood to just, dance, do whatever you want. Dancing is one of the best forms of exercise, and it's fun. Especially when you go into it just wanting to have fun, just expending some energy. And I know I have a lot of energy. I do have ADD, but it doesn't mean that anyone else shouldn't have a lot of energy or shouldn't want to dance, because dancing's awesome. Although dancing by yourself, like, la, la, is kind of stupid. Well, it's just weird. Anyways, let's keep going. So, doing some sort of like boxing stance where you're just kind of trying to move around on your tiptoes. This is a good exercise, and eventually we're going to add in some punches. But what you're kind of doing is you're kind of hopping side to side with your good leg, and then you're just moving your prosthesis with it so that you kind of get some motion going. Then you're going to, you're just going to start throwing some punches in rhythm and keep that going for about 30 seconds. That's about 30 punches. And you're going to switch. It's good to breathe out when you throw your punches, because it keeps you breathing well. Alright. Only a few more exercises. Let me catch my breath. And actually, this is a good way to kind of, if you are out of breath, to kind of breathe in and breathe out and catch your breath. So we're going to catch our breath. If you want, you can pause it and get a drink of water. Alright. You go out and you go in. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. So, in these exercises, it might be hard for you to see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down to the ground. I'm going to get into a push-up position, but we're not going to do push-ups yet. We're just going to kind of drop to the ground, then we're going to get back up, and we're going to jump, drop back to the ground, get back up, jump. But we're not going to drop, push up, unpush up, get up, jump. We're not going to do all that. We're just going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And when I go down, all I'm really doing is I'm getting on one knee, and my prosthetic is just kind of hanging out here. So if you want to do this with one leg, you can take off your prosthetic, you can lean it up against something. You can just go up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright. So, we'll do one more exercise. Let me figure it out. So in this final exercise, we're going to do lunges. So you kind of go down, switch, go down, switch, go down, switch, go down, switch, go down. And it's hard to go down with this running leg when I do forward because the knee doesn't want to bend or support me. But just do the best you can. I'm kind of going back on my good leg like this, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Alright? And then now we're going to take it one step farther. If you have a prosthetic leg, keep that one still. You go back, forward, back, forward. I would suggest holding onto a wall or something in order to make sure you keep your balance during this exercise. So all we're doing is we're kind of rocking back and forth over our prosthetic leg. Or if you have a real leg, you can kind of do what you want in this section. Alright guys, I hope you had as much fun as I did in this video. Don't forget, have some fun, dance, do something, enjoy yourselves. This is about getting in shape, having fun, and getting back on your 2 feet, ready to just, take on the world. I mean, as an amputee, when you start off, if you're not working out, if you're not exercising or getting in shape, you're gonna just kind of become lazy. And I kind of was when I first became an amputee. But I realized that I definitely don't want to live that lifestyle. So depending on where you're at in your recovery, you might not be able to do all the exercises I'm doing, but just kind of tweak them, do what you're able to do. The best thing to do though is to do some sort of exercise. So if you haven't already, you should watch my previous videos so you can catch up. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Actually, next week I might not be doing it. I'll be going home, so stay tuned to my Facebook and my Twitter and stuff like that to see when I'll be doing my next episode. Might not be for 3 weeks. But until then, this will give you something to work on. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe, like this video, and take care guys. AMP for life.